Hi guys! Welcome to this week's vlog. This vlog isn't so much of a weekly vlog. It's just going to be a reading vlog of this book right here, which is Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just need a little bit of time in order to get my schedule caught up with how I am doing my vlogs. So I thought a single book reading vlog would suffice for this week's vlog. Thought about just reading this for a couple of days and then doing this little vlog. So I will check in as I go through this book, and in the end I will come back and kind of talk about it. I just started this book the other night. I'm only on chapter 3. So far my thoughts are that I am very excited to continue reading this. It's reminding me a little bit of when I read the Vampire Academy back in high school, and I loved that series. This is one of my favorite series. I've been wanting to reread it for so long to see if I still love it as much. That's kind of what this is reminding me of so far. That's just within 2 chapters, so I really don't know how the rest of this is going to go. So I'm really excited to figure that out. Fortuna Sworn is a nightmare, and so she is able to make people feel and experience their worst fears without it actually happening to them, though they feel like it is actually real and that whatever their fear is actually like attacking them or suffocate, whatever, you know. You see her use that power just a couple of times in the beginning, which is kind of crazy. I would not want to be in the shoes of the people that happens to. So Fortuna is one of the last of her kinds. Her brother disappeared 2 years ago and she has no idea where he's at. And she goes out every single night to search for him. She works at a bar during the day, and I think kind of at night. I'm not really sure. The timing was kind of confusing. But she goes out one night and she gets like snatched, like she gets caught, and she is caged up and they're trying to sell her. These goblins it's kind of like a black market for magical creatures, so they're trying to sell her, and somehow she is able to get out and goes back to work, and she meets this dark fairy. I don't know like anything about him, like I don't even know his name, but he appears just a couple of times, and I don't even know what I think is gonna happen. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Those are my thoughts, and I'm excited to get through this. It's a dark fantasy. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm really pumped for this. I don't think I've ever read a dark fantasy book, but I think I'm going to like it. Also, can we just appreciate this cover artwork, because it is stunning. Like her gown is beautiful. I don't know what, like I think it's a crow. I think that is a crow. I'm not 100% sure. Leaves, she's in a forest, like that crown though. Like come on, that is freaking gorgeous. There is some strong language in this. If people don't like that, there is language in this. I think there will probably be quite a bit of violence, I'm guessing. I'm hoping some romance, because I love a romance, especially a fantasy romance. So those are my thoughts, and I will check in when I come upon something interesting. I'll probably just check in tomorrow. I probably won't. I don't know. I'll check in sometime once I've gotten a little further into the book. So ta-ta for now. Okay, so I read another chapter last night. I'm going very slowly, but I'm hoping to pick it up like tomorrow. And it was very, like it introduced us to some sexual content that is pretty graphic. I've definitely read more graphic, like Outlander and Game of Thrones. Like it's not that graphic, but it was still pretty graphic. So that's another heads up if that's not for you. But this just got interesting, and it's chapter 3. The ending left me really wanting to read more, but I needed to clean and stuff last night, so I didn't end up reading more, but I'm really excited to keep diving into this. I also just want to make a semi-prediction. I don't think the fairy in this book is a fairy. I think he's something else that we just don't know, or he's like the king of fairies, or like not necessarily the king, but like the dark king of fairies. I don't know. He's different than the other fairies apparently. And I think that's going to be some type of plot twist. I'm just saying it now. I just read another chapter, and this book is reminding me a lot of the Mortal Instrument series, but like darker and just a little more adult, maybe, to say it. I really like this book so far. And I think, I don't know if he's a fairy. I almost feel like he's like a dark angel, but I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I won't tell you what he is if I find out, but I'll try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but I am liking this book. So I'm on chapter 8, which is page 96, so that's how far I am. This book is really good. I really like it. There's some violence in it, so if you, like, she gets whipped, I'm gonna let you know that if you don't like reading that. Yeah, there's some violence in this, but it's so good. I'm very much enjoying it. It's very dark, but I like it. Guys, I'm about to finish this book. I'm gonna finish it today. I have like exactly 90 pages left. My husband and I are gonna go shopping tonight to finish up Christmas gifts, and I kind of want us to stop at Barnes & Noble so I can buy the second one because I need to read it immediately. This has definitely been the best fantasy book I've read in a long time because I haven't read fantasy in so long, but this is so addicting. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It really does remind me of Mortal Instruments, but just a little different. But I super love this, and I want the second book so bad. Oh, I can't even. Oh, my thoughts. So Cauliffe is the fairy that we meet. That's his name. I'm obsessed with Cauliffe. And I had posted a picture on Instagram, and Kelsey, who is KJ Sutton, her Instagram had found it, and she had mentioned it in her story, and I was like, I am loving this, and I'm obsessed with Cauliffe. And she's like, let me know if you think that at the end of the third book. And I'm like, don't say that. So I am obsessed with this book. It's just words are not forming in my brain right now, so I'm gonna read this and let you know my thoughts because okay guys, I figured I should finish this reading vlog off with the same sweatshirt I've worn through this entire reading vlog. That doesn't sum up quarantine 2020. I don't know what does. Anyway, the time has come. I have finished Fortuna Sworn. Guys, this got a full 5 stars for me. So I finished it right before we went Christmas shopping, and we actually stopped at Barnes & Noble because I had to buy the second book, and guess what? My Barnes & Noble doesn't carry it. So I had to order it from Amazon ASAP. So I'm waiting on that now to come. Holy crap, you guys, this book was freaking fantastic. Where was I at? I had like 90 pages left. Let me figure out what that was. So right before where I had started to finish the book, it was really picking up. Some crazy stuff was happening. It was getting really good. Whoa. Fortuna is a badass. That's all I'm saying. She is so freaking cool and tough, and I really like that about her. There were times where I was getting really frustrated with her. I'm like, come on, just give in to certain things, but you know, it's whatever. She is a really cool character. I really like her. I also really like Cauliffe, who is the fairy. Like I said, I'm obsessed with him. I love him. He is not your typical fairy. As you read this, you get to learn more about fairies and who they are and how they act and stuff, and he's not quite like that, which is what obviously draws me to him. Besides his charmingness, I love him. Anyway, there's also a character named Lori in here, and he's kind of like, I don't really know how to describe him. He is, I didn't know whether I liked him or not at first. I liked him, and then I didn't trust him, and then I kind of liked him again, and now I really don't know where I'm at. He is very interesting, is all I'm going to say on that. And then there is the character of Oliver, who is Fortuna's like make-believe friend, she created him in her mind, so when she's falling asleep, she is able to interact with him, actually. It's very interesting. It's almost like a dream. So they kind of have like a romance, but not, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. He's not really my favorite, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping he's gone. He's a great character, but because of other circumstances in the book, I want him gone. And then lastly, there is the character of Damon, which is Fortuna's brother. She goes searching for him every night, and I guess you'll have to read it to find out if she finds him or not. That's all I'm going to say about this, because I really want you to read this if you like fantasy, dark fantasy. So good. So I don't want to give away any spoilers. And also, I do want to say there is quite a bit of violence in here. There is some gore, sort of, a little bit. There is, I think, some sexual abuse going on. Most definitely sexual abuse going on. There is a lot of sexual stuff that happens. There's some torture. There is some animal torture. It's very dark, but I really, really, really liked this story, and I really want the second book now. I can't, I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about Colith, and I love him. That's all I can say. And I'm really, really, really scared of what's going to happen in the third book because of what Kelsey had said. And I don't know, I don't know what could happen because, one, I haven't even read the second book. I just want to read it ASAP. The very last chapter had this huge freaking plot twist that blew my mind. I thought I had it figured out about one thing in particular. And literally the last page, which is not even a full page, mind you, it is this long of a page. And you get hit with something that you didn't see coming. Maybe you did once you got to that point, but like, I thought I had it figured out. I apparently didn't, and that hit me. I was shook. That's why I need the second book so much. All I gotta say is that is a great cliffhanger. Like a great, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the second book. This is probably gonna be, if I like the second one as much as I liked this one, this is gonna be one of my new favorite fantasy series for sure. Okay, well, on that note, I'm gonna end. Please go check this book out if you like dark fantasy, if you like romance, if you like Colith, who you don't even know. I did really see some similarities between this and the Mortal Instruments, mainly when in the Mortal Instruments they go to the Sealy courts, so that's kind of where I'm drawing my connections from. But I really enjoyed it. I can't, my words aren't working for my brain right now, and so I'm just gonna end this here. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this reading vlog. Let me know if you like the full week reading vlogs or just like a certain book reading vlog. I'm cool with whatever. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying this. Like this video if you liked it, and let me know in the comments if you've read this book. And if you haven't read this book, let me know what your favorite fantasy series is. And that's it. All right, guys. I will see you on Saturday with my next video. Bye, guys.